Hi everyone, Len Shinigami and Joey back here once again for another reaction to the core 4 of the Thousand-Year Blood War of Bleach. Apologies for our previous 2 reactions and the quality of it. Yeah, so this reaction today is going to be a little bit different than those previous videos, mainly because with the YouTube and TV Tokyo were being a bunch of cucks. Like we tried everything we could with the last video. We skipped parts that weren't important. We blurred out a bunch. We blurred out quite a bit. And no matter what we did, it wouldn't satisfy YouTube. So unfortunately, the last video had to come out the same quality as the one before it did.
We have to apologize for that, guys. I edited it the best I could.
Yeah, he really did. He went the extra mile, and he got incredibly frustrated and stressed about it. But no matter what we tried or what suggestions we found through the internet, it wasn't enough for YouTube. So
fix your policies, YouTube.
Yeah. So today's reaction is going to be slightly different. Hopefully YouTube doesn't have a problem with this one, but we do have a backup idea just in case this one gets flagged. I don't know how other YouTubers get away with this shit. I really hope that eventually someone could give me some pointers. But for now, let's just get on with the reaction. All right. So how we're gonna go off with this reaction video today is that we're just gonna be going through scenes, but not exactly playing them. So what you're seeing right now, this is Kenpachi, like just waking up from the tube that he was put in after his quote unquote fight with Pernita. Luckily Mayuri was there to paralyze him before it could be turned into a puddle of meat. Yeah. Mayuri himself has not recovered yet, since he's not a monster. He's not a physical monster like Kenpachi. So he doesn't recover as quickly, especially not from a battle that involves God's left hand.
That's true.
Left hand.
That is true.
Yeah.
That's someone saying that Pernita was the left hand that's looking. I remember that moment like it was yesterday.
Yeah. And and right now we're continuing off with the fight between Ichigo, Orihime, and Yhwach, right? Yeah. So far he's still only fighting with just using his dual-bladed Zanpakuto toes, and getting absolutely wrecked in the process. Yeah, I'm sorry. He's just on a whole. Yhwach's just on a whole other level compared to the last time they fought.
Especially right now.
Yeah.
And he's not even awake, if I recall.
Oh no, he's awake. Like he wouldn't be able.
He was awake. Okay.
He wouldn't be able to talk right now if he was.
Yeah, that's true. You're right.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah. And right. And here, we got Orihime. You know, protecting Ichigo to the best of her abilities using her Santen Keshin. Yep.
I thank this episode for how they treated Orihime.
Yeah, and we're getting to that very soon. Yeah, we've talked about this quite a few times so far throughout this channel. Yep. The power of rejection. Yep, that's Orihime's whole thing. And let me just say, once again, this Orihime was treated so much better in here compared to the manga. I mean, seriously, just look at this. Yeah, this is the very first time throughout all of Bleach where she's actually fighting side by side with Ichigo, and not just stand off to the sidelines. Not only compared to the original manga of this fight, but throughout all of Bleach in general. Against when Ichigo fought Byakuya, she couldn't do anything. When Aizen appeared, she couldn't do anything. against Ulquiorra, Grimjow. Like she was always just there watching, but she never actually really did anything.
Yeah, and weren't some of those fights before she even got her rejection powers?
No, no, she got her rejection. She got her rejection power. She got her rejection powers before they even made it to the Soul Society.
Huh.
She just always was pushed to the sidelines. But not today.
Yeah, like I said, guys, not a full blown bleach expert like him.
Yep. Here we see the spiritual pressure effect by Yuhabak pushing both of them down. And honestly, that effect it was almost completely absent throughout this final arc, and I kind of guess why. Because need to save money for the budget, of course, but still, I always loved the spiritual pressure effect, and I love that we got to see it at least one more time in this final core.
Yeah. Also, with the Shadow Orihime, I kind of like how they're portraying it as wisps.
Yeah. See, look at this.
As physical pressure coming down.
Yeah. That's how the spiritual pressure effect is always is. It's like flexing your muscles, but instead of your actual muscles, you're flexing your spirit energy. It's kind of like gravity.
Why is that weirdly a good analogy? No, but something about it in this lighting, especially with the way everything is drawn, including that side angle of Orihime just before this shot that we really didn't need, but
yeah.
You know why I said that.
Yep. So, yep. Here we go. Orihime's shiny moment at last.
I still can't believe she was able to block pressure just like that, like it was nothing.
She rejects literally all forms of phenomenon. It doesn't matter what it is.
No, I'm saying even with that level of spiritual pressure.
Yeah.
The fact that she was able to block it at that amount of pressure, it was nothing.
Yeah. To be fair, Yuhavok's not gonna go completely all out against a mere human, regardless of what they are.
That's true too, but still,
she's not a bite. Yeah. And here we go. She's bleed. Her hands are bleeding just from trying to reject that massive amount of Reiatsu, and she's not, and she's
she ain't faltering.
Yeah, look. Yeah,
she said this is just a mosquito bite for me, bitch.
Yeah. Well, I doubt she'd think that way, but still, this is what makes Orihime the MVP of this third episode. The treatment we wish Chad had gotten in this final arc. Yeah, and much needed so too, because for Orihime, this is literally just a mere human coming face to face with with literal God of the universe itself. And look how she's holding up.
Yeah. But once again, hashtag Chad deserves better. Hashtag Chad deserves justice.
Yes.
Justice for Chad.
Yes. Maybe he'll get justice in the following episodes. I'm hoping. I'm not holding my breath for it.
Neither am I, but still, justice for Chad.
Yeah, he
wants
it.
Tweet it.
Yes. He deserves it. He's the only member of the main cast that hasn't really gotten his moment to shine in this final arc. He deserves it.
Yeah. But once again, everybody say hashtag thank you Orihime.
Yes. It's she rejects it. See, look at that. Yeah, and she's rejecting all that Reiatsu above their heads while healing Ichigo at the exact same time. She couldn't do stuff like that before.
Yeah, and now she can. Kubo really stepped her up.
Yes, of course. Yes, of course. And she's not the type to train as hard as the other ones.
Yeah, because she's mainly not a combatant.
Yeah, she's a healer. She's a healer / shielder. If you compare the main cast of Bleach, as a party and an RPG, obviously Ichigo's the DPS. Uryu's the sub, or Hime and Chad are support.
Yeah, Orihime and chat. Orihime is sustain and chat is damage support.
Basically, yeah.
Yes. Yeah, so for all you gacha gamers out there, unfortunately we fall into that category too.
Yes.
Yeah, like Orihime is what we call a support unit for sustain.
Yes. I mean, and it's fine too because she's literally supporting her future husband right now. Yeah, and spoiler warning, I forgot to put that at the beginning. I'm sorry. I forgot to put that. I'm sorry. Yep, look at that.
To be fair, we really don't put a lot of spoiler warnings in videos.
Yep. See, look at that. Like see, look at her just staring down Yuhabak after rejecting all of that. She never did this to any other antagonist that came before him.
Yeah.
And he's currently the biggest baddie for
the entire Bleach universe, apart from Aizen.
Yeah, well, right now he's above Aizen.
Yeah,
it pains me to say that, but he is. It's undeniable.
Yeah,
it pains me to say.
And before we move on, I want to say this is by far the coldest fucking shot of Orihime Inoue.
Yeah,
I love everything about this shot. The angle, her face staring down Yuhabak like he's a little bitch.
Yeah. I mean, she can't really do anything to harm him, but still.
Like, this is by far the best shot of Orihime in the entire franchise.
Right. And now we're briefly cutting to the continuation between the fight of Uryu and Hell. Again, he has his new form wrapped around the Soul Cane's power, and plus using the Almighty. Oh yeah, we're gonna talk about the Soul Cane a little bit, but still.
Yeah.
And so honestly, I am so far. I have nothing but absolute god tier love for how they've handled this fight compared to the manga. I know I've said that before, but this feels like one of the Bleach fights of old back in the back during the original series' runtime, where we had one fight run throughout multiple episodes, and we were just waiting to see on which episode it would finally end. And it's still not even close to over. As come the end of this episode, that fight is still going.
Like, Uryu was legit trying to give Hash Brown a run for his money.
Yeah, because like their shrifts have not yet properly been revealed yet. It will be soon, but not just yet. We're not there yet. So
yeah,
but we're not there just yet. Okay, I'm cutting back. Yep, see, Hashwalt's new form, having the Soul Cane's black energy cloaked around him, and as a kind of akin to a bolstering dish. Good, since once again he can't manipulate Reishi like an ordinary Quincy can. He's the only one who can't do that.
He's one step away from having an angel wing and just one of them.
I mean, if he wanted to, he could probably shape it to look like wings.
That's true.
Like, I mean, we saw Yuhaba kind of do that during our reaction in the trailer, but maybe it'd be a little bit too much.
And if that does happen, you already know I'm pulling out the S-ones until you see it.
Yes. Yeah. Yes. Like we have not seen the shield yet, although it did briefly appear in the the shape of it did appear with the energy after he cloaked himself with all that black. Like, so maybe the actual shield will appear later throughout the fight. Like, sure. Maybe not, because like that shield is part of his shrift, the balance, and it's not just the sword too.
And like we said before, guys, we've already seen this in theater, so we're really just breaking it down at this point.
Yeah, like, yep, here we go. Yep. All the little needles that or arrows, I would say, just shooting off lasers. Like just trying. Uryu's just trying to evade the all that black that's being launched through him. Yep. And here we go. Yep. And here we are. Like, you probably can't properly see it because of our face cam, but like right now, Uryu has this shield up that kind of looks like a 12-sided dice. Like, honestly, I'm surprised. I'm honestly pleasantly surprised that he can do that. He has a way to defend himself too, and not just with his blue.
Actually, it's more in the shape of an isosahedron, but
And there are dice specifically for like either Magic players or when you or when you play D&D that actually do have this shape.
I know. Yeah, an isosahedron is literally a 20-sided. It's literally a 20-faced shape. So
Yep.
And that definitely has 20 faces.
Yep. He's talking. Yep. Hashwald's trying to discourage Udiu. Like I'm like constantly keeping reminding them about the worlds will collapse if he defeats Yuhabak. I mean, to be fair, it's not wrong, but like, and right now, they're still like I don't think they're fully grasped that of how like the plan to keep the three worlds stabilized, because literally Yuhabak's literally right now the only reason why the worlds haven't completely merged into one like instantly.
Yeah.
Because he is right now the Soul King.
Yeah, he's literally all three worlds right now. He's the Soul King.
Yeah, he's now a candidate to be the new linchpin, just like Ichigo. If he didn't absorb his father, he wouldn't be. The three worlds would have probably have collapsed in by now.
Very true.
Yeah, but since he did absorb it, now he's a prime candidate. Yeah, but that's not going to stop him.
It really won't.
Yeah, and here we go, and here is something that from this episode that actually pleasantly surprised me. Yeah. Yep. Oh, coming back to the Soul Reapers. I kind of wished. Look, I know these characters didn't really do anything, but we keep cutting back to them. So a part of me thought that throughout the line they were gonna have them do a little bit more, but they didn't really. They just appear every once in a while. Some very important characters that we loved for a long time died. Yeah, but these random Soul Reapers that just appeared at the beginning of this final arc that didn't do shit. Yeah, they're still alive.
Somehow.
And now we're cutting to the part that really surprised me. Sun, darkness, Alright, so for some of you who don't read the light novels, this is something that actually very much surprised me once we go see this in theaters, because we're coming up to a part that actually only gets brought up during the very beginning of the very first volume of the Can't Fear Your Own World light novels. Yeah, and it has to do with and Ichibei. Yeah. Once again, yeah. So for those of you who don't like to read,
even though you really should read.
Yeah, at the beginning of the first volume of Can't Fear Your Own World, it's brought up that Ichibei's original plan was to actually make Ichigo the new Soul King. That here in episode 3 of Core 4, that little fact is actually brought up by Yuhabak himself. And telling Ichigo right now, since he's a complete hybrid of all 4 races of Bleach, he is a prime candidate to become the next Soul King. And that is actually what Ichibei actually wants to do. He wants to imprison Ichigo the same way Adnias was imprisoned, although a million years ago. But this new shot right here is actually brand new. This was not shown in the manga, where we did see this before in Core 2 with the symbols of the other members of Squad Zero. I don't think this is the same one. This might be a new one.
I wonder how much environmental concepts art they went through just to get the final version during every single core.
Who knows? Yeah.
I really want to see all that, actually.
Yeah, and another part that actually shocked me that was not prominent in the original source material was that the color black is actually not just the color of chaos, but it's also the Soul King's power himself. And who controls black? Ichibei Hyosube. Yeah. Well, I find it kind of weird if that's really the case. It's still fine. it still finds it's still a little bit funny that if that's really the case, that if Ichibei actually capable of controlling the Soul King's power himself just because it's black, how the hell did he lose to Yuhavok if that was the case?
Yeah, that's very true. How did he lose to Yuhavok?
I mean, again, well, the Almighty's broken, but still,
That's very true too.
So does that mean Ichibei might be in an even might have a little bit more of an advantage despite the Almighty if he was at full strength right now?
Hey.
Because right now Yuhabak is actually saying his actual name, and saying Ichibei's actual name gives him more power the more people say it. But I guess Yuhabak's so far beyond everybody right now. I guess that doesn't really matter to him that much.
It would not matter to Yuhavok right now in the state he's in.
Yeah. Yep. Okay. Yeah, what we're seeing, or what you're about to see right now, is something that I thought was going to be permanently cut out. But it turns out they brought it back just for this. Yep. What came out of that little painting he just did was actually a black salamander that just entered I forget what's that cup that's used to drink sake called again?
I actually forgot the name of it.
Yeah, but regardless, in the manga, when Ichibei first activates Ichimonji, and somewhere in some random part of the Soul Society, we actually see a black salamander in the water, and some black is oozing off of it, hinting that Ichibei commands everything and anything that is black. And that salamander actually just appeared and entered into that cup, and now he's about to drink it. See? Mm-hmm. Yep. With a little bit of black ink spewing from his lips. I'm not sure what this is really supposed to signify, but still, it was a nice little fact that only manga readers would actually get.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Yep, and tends to make Ichigo the new Soul King. Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah. Some people when here's something else that I want to point out. When the episodes first released in theaters, a lot of people were talking about how Ichibei is actually the true villain and it's not really Yuhabak. That's not quite accurate. Ichibei is just completely indifferent to anything and all human emotions. I mean, he kind of has to be. He's literally been around for so long. He's just completely detached. If even for other Soul Reapers, he understands the bigger picture of the universe of Bleach more than anybody, because he was actually there before the three worlds were split into three. He was there when they were one. He saw the chaos, and he came to the realization that keeping them separate and having the Soul King act as the linchpin is the only way to maintain that order. So he's not really evil. It's just that if he will go as far as he needs to just to maintain the status quo, because in the world of Bleach, there has to be a Soul King. Otherwise, what will come if there isn't one will be a whole lot worse than when there is one. So as much. And here's something else that actually very shocked might have shocked some people. It shocked Orihime, but still. Yes, so what? So what? That was Ichigo's whole response to this massive revelation. So what?
Yeah, Ichigo literally did not give a fuck.
And Uryu also said the same thing because like he knows Ichigo all that well. Ichigo honestly doesn't mind.
Like, as long as it preserves the three worlds, he doesn't give a shit.
Yeah, as long as what he wants to, as long as everything he wants to protect stays protected, he doesn't care if he becomes the new Soul King or not. Which I was actually shocked, but I was actually a little shocked to hear that. But it's quite fitting.
It's basically quintessential Ichigo.
Yeah, yeah, because in the light novels, Ichigo never came to this realization. Kyoraku knew about it. Urahara knew about it. They weren't happy about it, but they wouldn't go so far as to try to stop Ichibei. Not that they could anyway.
Squad Zero.
Yeah, but they also understand how important it is to maintain the status quo of the world, and if it means sacrificing Ichigo in the process, then so be it. No matter how unpleasant it is for them, they'll let Ichibei go that far. But Ichigo does not fucking care.
Yeah, not that they would have had a choice.
True. But still, that's not gonna deter him. I would imagine and a little point I want to make. Even Yuha seems surprised by this reaction. Considering the fact that he can see literally everything right now, I guess there is some truth to what Uryu was saying about the Almighty. Even that thing has its limits. Okay, we're cutting back to the fight between Juro and Bowser. Yep.
This cheating bastard.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah. All the members of the Schutzstaffel under Yuhabak have way too OP abilities, but Gerard's could arguably be the most broken of them all because he literally cannot die.
Yeah, hacks. I call hacks.
Doomsday can do the same thing. Because that's basically what this power makes him. Yep, here we go with the visors. Oh, yep. Yep, Shinji using Sakanade. Okay, so Sakanade can work on him. Okay, good to know.
Yeah, I think we're about well over 20 minutes with this video, I think.
Probably. Okay.
I will say that is a badass match.
Okay, so this is literally all the visors got to do. They all got together. A couple of them landed some hits on him, despite the fact that they can't manipulate Reishi. And this is their swan song. Every single one of them shoot with their hollow mask, shooting arrows, and Gerard just tanks that and swats them all away. So I knew I said that I wasn't gonna hold my breath for the visors to do something or to give us some explanation why they didn't use their mask beforehand. But come on, that's literally all they did. Rose didn't pull out Bankai. Hachigen still has his Zanpakuto encased in that barrier for some reason, not even using it.
Why is that anyway?
We don't know. That's one of the many answers that has not been answered, and I doubt we'll get an answer come the end of this arc. And now here comes
your boy.
Bleach's number one favorite captain, Toshiro Hitsugaya, in his Quincy outfit. I guess he chose not to take that off. Maybe he didn't have a spare Shihakusho on hand. But whatever. But still, I know. Despite him being the clothing of the enemy, it looks good on him,
right?
Yeah. So, look good on him. Yeah. The reason. I feel like the number one reason why Toshiro is the number one fan favorite among the captains, despite that he's a side character and not part of the main cast, is simply because he has the appearance of a protag, despite not being the protag. Like the cliche white anime hair, ice powers, ice dragon,
ice everything.
Yeah, his Zanpakuto is literally the strongest ice and snow type. Here we go. Bankai, Daiger, and Hyorimaru, and this shot is amazing. It's one of the best shots.
One of the best shots we ever got, Toshiro.
Yeah, and it's not over yet. Cutting back to the fight again, and looks like he actually did manage to do something. Yeah, and it only lasted that long. Yeah, the Almighty also makes you essentially immortal.
Which again, I call hacks.
Yeah. See. Yep. Or Ichigo's moving so fast, or Hime can't follow. And here we go.
Yeah, and we all want you to pay attention to this shot alone.
Yeah. Look. Yeah. See, Ichigo's completely calm. He's not rattled or anything. And Orihime realizes this pretty right away. See?
Yeah, the look on his face gave it away for her.
Yeah, because Ichigo's always been either angry, tense whenever she's been around fights that he's currently facing. But this is different. Yeah. Here we go. Yeah. This is just honestly I have loved so much how they've handled this fight so far. We're kind of getting back into manga territory now, but still, come on. She knew you had something planned. Yep, and here we go. Yep, the
Blue
bigger.
Fang.
Yep, blue. I'm pretty sure. No, that's not really Blue Fang. What's happening right now is that his bigger sword is turning white. Because right. And here we go. It's that one shot I was talking about during our last video. You see how Ichigo's Reiatsu looks like golden flames and not just normal golden Reiatsu. He hasn't blown up the top of silver yet. It's still intact, but yeah, this is the final representation of that fire lily. Yeah, see, and Ichigo's erupting in golden flames, and we're about to get to the big reveal. Yep. Yep. Using his power as the trigger for Horn of Salvation. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. And little side note: this is not his hollow powers with his newfound abilities fully utilized. This is about half. It was revealed in a club outside that what we see right now is only half of his full hollow powers. He can't really fully call it at will yet. Because so far he's literally just been using nothing but basic Shinigami abilities with the occasional Blue Fang to keep him from getting pierced. Yeah. So who knows? Maybe after the 10-year time skip, come the Hell, he has his hollow power. He can summon 100% of his hollow powers at will. But hey, we'll have to wait a little longer to see if that's actually going to happen, because there's been no further news of the Hell Arc yet. And this is unfortunately where this battle comes to an end. We won't see how the rest of it goes until maybe the next episode. Yep. Now, Toshiro and Byakuya are now trying to fight together against Gerard, and here comes Toshiro's little complex about his height. I mean, can you blame the guy? I get it, Toshiro, but come on. When it comes to Shinigami, you're literally still a kid. You joined the Gote literally as a child, and you haven't grown that much. It's completely unclear of how long he's been a part of it. But I granted it's probably less than 100 years.
It's most definitely less than 100 years.
Yeah. Like yeah. Like here comes this little banter about that. Yeah, given the height difference. Like, okay, I get Gerard's a.
We get Bianca was clearly referring to Gerard, but come on, man.
Like Toshiro takes any offense when we talk about his height or his childish tendencies.
Yeah.
Despite how hard he tries to act mature around his fellow colleagues, but for his age, every now and then that childlikeness does come out.
Yeah.
Usually during comic reliefs, but that was dived down significantly in this film.
It pretty much died down completely in this arc.
No, not completely. Significantly, but not completely. And now, yep, they sense it. Yeah, and the return of Kenpachi Zaraki. Yep.
Oh, Kenpachi, you stupid man.
Well, I mean, the best way to fight a monster is with a monster.
But still, he initiated more of the hacks. Still, we call hacks.
Yep, big deal from the start. But if you got something to say, just Toshiro. Okay, we get it. Can you focus on the fight? It was still funny to me when this happened. Now we're cutting to once again the showcase of Nozarashi. Yeah, look at that, all that Ray. Yeah,
I still cannot believe how big that blade got.
Yeah, yep. Here we get a little bit of a side note from Byakuya talking about the constant release of a Zanpakuto and how something like that never truly existed. I think he's forgetting Ichigo exists because his Zanpakuto is always constantly released into Shikai. Like he's literally the only one minus the 8th Kenpachi who's always in a constant Bankai release. He's not canon, not official. Well, not really officially. Maybe he'll be the surprise. Maybe he'll be the surprise character we get to see before this core is over. But we'll have to wait and see. Yeah.
Yeah. Man, is it good to always see Byakuya on my screen.
Yep. And Toshiro and Byakuya are getting cut. That's due to Gerard's sword. It represents hope, and if you chip away at that hope, the enemy is the one is that who suffers, and not the wielder of the sword.
Again, hacks.
Yes,
Valkyrie would be banned on a Fortnite server.
Yeah, he is. His name isn't Gerard Valkyrie for no reason.
Again, I don't even play Fortnite, so.
True. Quite a broken sword. Yep, even he can feel it. Yep, and at the very end here, we cut to one final shot of Toshiro and his ice, and another one of his ice flowers breaking. This is where my prediction came from when we first saw these episodes in theaters. So more than likely, episode 4 will be mainly Kenpachi focus, with him fighting Gerard a little bit more with Nozarashi before Yachiru eventually comes back. Then we get to see his Bankai. We get to see his Bankai, and that fight is getting an extension, as we saw in the trailer. And the episode will most likely end with a small showcase of Toshiro's adult form, and more than likely, at the very least, the beginning of episode 5 will be mainly Toshiro focused, with showing off what he can really do with his Bankai fully utilized, before we cut back to the fight between Ichigo and Yuha Bakugan.
Yep.
But we'll just have to wait and see if I'm right.
Yeah.
This life is mine now. And that's
it.
Yep. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this newest reaction. Hopefully it was better than our previous ones, but let us know in the comments. Please like and subscribe if you want us to keep bringing you Bleach content like this whenever we have the time. Let's hope this video actually gets past the damn YouTube checklist. So, but we do have, but
Otherwise, I'm going to have a very rough week of editing again.
yeah, like hopefully it does. Hopefully this gets through. Because honestly, honestly, we want YouTube, we want you and TV Tokyo to stop being a bunch of cocks.
Agree.
But in any case, see you guys, and we'll see you in the next episode.
See you next time.